Let me open this Snowflake. Hmm. What is for loop actually? Hmm? Why we need this for loop? Hmm? Anyone? Any idea? Hello? Any idea what is the use of for loop? Hmm? No idea? Okay. See, for loop. Okay. For loop, what it does actually, if you give this, you have to assign a minimum value and then maximum value. Okay. So using this minimum and maximum value, it will iterate how many how much maximum value you have given here. Okay. Accordingly, this for loop, what it does, it will iterate the uh, uh, numbers or times. Okay, multiple times what we have given the maximum number until unless that it will not reach to that maximum number, it will not come out from the loop. Okay. So for example, I have given a 1 and here I have given a 5. It means what, So 5 times from 1 to 5 times it will iterate one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay. So if you give like this, right? If you store this value, first time it will print 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. And after that, okay, this is the maximum value, right? Next time also you will get the 6. Okay. And when you get the 6, generally it will come out because here you have given a only 5. Then it will come out from the loop actually. So this loop very, very useful when you uh, load the, if you want to load multiple tables. Okay, so here I have given a minimum and maximum by hard coding I have given, right? So giving this will run one by one, right? So similarly, consider you have a EMP table, DPT table, location table, like this you have. Okay. And when you are reading the data, when you are reading the data from a table, what will happen? See how this got readed one by one. Similarly, we can read one by one also here. Okay. So that how we can read, because here we are giving +1 and increasing the value. How we can read this one? Correct. This is not a number. This is the string value actually. So here the intention of this for loop is, first of all, whatever the maximum and minimum value we have given, accordingly it will, so that many times it will run. Minimum to maximum in between whatever value we have given, right? Till maximum, that many times it will run until unless that will not reach to the maximum number. Okay. For that we have a syntax. Already we have seen yesterday. I will show you that again. Okay. Now, similarly, here what I will do, consider this is your employee table. This is your employee table. Okay. Now you have a employee number 1, hmm, and name ABC, and the salary is 100. You have like this. 2, employee number 2, XYZ, and salary is 200. Now, assume you want to read the data one by one. For example, whether will you able to not read the data? Generally, you can able to read the data, right? And consider you have a control table, because here you see 1 to 5 how you are reading one by one. I can read this table also by keeping 1, 2, 3. I can able to keep. I can able to run this also, right? So similarly, we can read one by one also here. Okay. And here the values what I have given here. This is also I can able to read from the table. And here I have a control table. Under control table, I have given a sequence number 3, 4, 5 like this. And I have given SQL statement. Hmm? SQL query. Query 1, hmm? Query 2, query 3, query 4. I have given like this. Now, I want to read one by one query and I have to execute. In this query, I have a insert statement. For example, in this query, I have an update statement. In this query, again, I have an insert statement. Here, I have a delete statement. Consider like this. Now, I can read this, correct? I can execute this query using the for loop. Only my condition is once this is completed, then only I need to run this one. At that time, you have to use the for loop. Otherwise, what you have to do? You need to run in your stored procedure. You have to first execute this one and then this one. Generally, how you have here, right? Similarly, you need to run. In case tomorrow without for loop, okay, without for loop, yes, you can execute one by one like this. It will execute, not an issue. But tomorrow, if you have, if you want to add another query, for example, huh? Okay, query 5, and it is something again, something insert statement, for example. Now there is a requirement came. Again, you have written an insert statement, and here you can easily add it into control table. Accordingly, your for loop, it will read the data one by one and it will execute. But here you need to go to the stored procedure. Again, you need to modify the procedure here. So the for loop is to iterate the times till this entire data it will not read from the table. Okay. So the way of reading the data, it is in sequential. Sequential in the sense one by one it will read until unless this last record it will not come and it will not execute. Till that time your for loop will continue to loop. So that name itself it is for loop, means whatever the condition you have given, that condition until unless it is not satisfied, okay, it will continue. I mean, it won't satisfy, then it will come out. If it is satisfied within the boundary, it will iterate again and again and again and again. Okay. So the purpose of this for loop is you can execute the queries, you can execute the DML statements, you can create the sequence numbers, whatever you want to do within the sequences. Okay. So like this, you can apply the logic. And for example, yes, it is running fine. In middle, it got failed. For example, again, when you run the stored procedure, it will run from the beginning. What I have to do? Then you need to modify. You need to create some kind of logic. Okay, so that you can, whatever the queries it got succeeded, you just keep into one statistics table, and you pull the data from where it got failed. So these are all success queries, and you look up with this table, and greater than 3, you pull this data and execute. Correct? For example, you have triggered this, you have entered the control table, and you are running your stored procedure. Okay, you are running stored procedure, and in middle it got failed, for example. Again, if you run, if you don't have this kind of control table, then it will run from the beginning again. Already these steps are executed. Why I need to run again? I need to run from here only, right? But it will run from the beginning. To avoid this, you whenever this got successfully executed, then you need to insert into this one another control table. Hmm? Okay, status control table. In case if it is failed, right? The fourth one failed and three got succeeded, for example. Hmm? Now, simple. You look up this table, join this one, and greater than three, you just pull out, or you just give a sequence not exist. Okay, which are all exist in this, right? Write a query, select a star from control table where ID not exist from this table. So which are all not exist? These two are not existing this table. So this will give you the result, and execute these two queries through the your for loop. So this kind of things we can apply by using the for loop. In real time, we have done like this. Okay. In real time, we created a control tables. Okay. Each object wise. Okay. For example, this is my transaction data. Okay. Or any sales table, for example, and I'll give the object of my sales. Like this. And when I filter this data sales, then all the data it will come. Okay. And I look up this table first time, so it will be empty, correct? And I pull entire data, then whenever it is succeeded, I will enter here. So first query executed successfully, and second query is not, failed, then I will not insert the data in this table. Data in the sense, just for query one, insert query success. I'll write this success. Okay, I'll take the data from this table, select a star from uh, status table where status equal to success. Then I'll get this query only. And if I use this as a not exister, right, what will happen? This record won't come and this many records will be extracted. Again, I will run like this. So this is how the for loop or looping conditions will help you to control your data or control your queries or control your system. I mean, the procedure, how you want to control, you can apply this kind of for loops. There are two, for loop and loop. We have while loop also we have. Okay. Both are same. Syntax is a little bit different, but the activity it will does the same. Activity is same, but syntax might be little bit different. Now we will see from the beginning how this it will work. Actually, one bad thing here is maybe I don't know. In PLSQL when we execute, right? Okay, using the for loop, we can print the values. Okay, how it is incrementing the value, right? One, two, three, four, like this we can able to print. But in the Snowflake, we have a written that written what it does at the end of the query, it will print the value. Finally means what? If you have given a 5, right? Then that 5 only it will print actually. It will not print one by one actually. Why? Because written meaning itself what? At the end it will print. If you give in middle, right? What it does? It will come out from the script itself. Yesterday there I was confused actually. Hmm. Okay. After go through all the queries, yesterday I understood. Okay. I realized actually because I know, but I tried to print the value to show you. But what we can do in alternative way, we can load this sequence number in one table. so that we can see whether it is incrementing or not. Like that we can do. Okay. So let's see now. I'll show you one by one how we can generate the sequence number. We will see now. Yeah. Already we created yesterday one dummy table, right? We will use the same dummy table. Okay. So I'm just removing entire thing. We have a dummy table. I will just check the dummy table, dummy data table. So we have a till 1 to 4. Now what I'm doing, I'm truncating this table. Truncate table, table name. Okay, table truncated. Okay, I don't have any data now. You see, here it is empty. Okay, now let's write a procedure. Create, let me give capital letters so that it looks good. Create or replace procedure. Create or replace procedure. Procedure name. Okay, generate sequence number. Okay. First, what I will do, I will not give any parameter. Directly, I will execute on. Returns. And I'll give int first. Okay. And language. This is common. You know already, right? SQL as this is common. Now begin. So here, what I will do, I'll use the for loop. For I need one value to insert, right? Input value. I'll give input value in. Okay, this input value, I don't have any. This is variable, right? So first, what I have to do, I have to declare that. Declare input value int actually. So at the time of requirement, you can give. Now, 1 dot dot 6 I'm giving. Okay. Now, do. Do means what actually? Once this particular for loop, it reads one by one, right? It do nothing, but it does means just okay, do it. Something like that, it will iterate one by one. Okay. So this is do. And we need to give a logic, correct? So this logic, what we will do here, we will give the uh, virtual store. Something like this will give virtual store value that I will give. And here equal to, let me try just give, I'll give equal. Let's see whether it will work or not. Same again I'm giving here. Okay. And plus 1. I want to increment one by one, right? Correct. For that, I am just giving. So this virtual store, first time there is nothing, right? This is also one kind of a variable. I need to assign here. Otherwise, what will happen? It will fail again. Correct. So for that also, what I will do, this virtual store, I'll give, and this is also int. Default, I'll give a 0. Default 0. I'll give like this. Okay. And because otherwise it will treat as a null. If I don't give, right, it will treat as a null. Null plus 1, it will give some different value. Okay. So now and because I'm done with this. And for if I use Generally, if I use here, for example, if I use here written, it will come out for the first time itself. It will not iterate till 6. Okay. So let me see whether my syntax is correct or not. Okay. I'll just check the syntax. Hmm. Declare, begin, counter integer. Okay. So this is what not this one. For loop. Yeah. Okay. Mm, where is this? Yeah, not this one. Where is this for loop? Where I have kept it? Reverse loop. I don't want actually. Mhm. I need syntax, right? Hmm. Okay, here we have. Okay, counter plus one. This end of for correct. I have given a right value only. Okay. Hmm. End for okay closed. Even for to do, if you see, we will not give any semicolon here because this is the condition. Okay. So for this condition, we should not give any semicolon. And and before that, I want to return the value. Correct. To return the value, what I will give? See, first return virtual store. Now the maximum number it will store because this is virtual store, right? Virtual store means what? Dynamic store, virtual store. What it is actually, whatever the value present, that value it will print out. Okay. So now what I have done here, I have just uh, you know given the 1 to 6. This is the syntax. 1 dot dot 6 you need to give like this. Okay. And 1 to for input value in yeah, 1 dot dot 6 do. It means 1 to 6. I am giving the range actually 1 to 6 between the range 1 to 6 range. Then it will read the data here because I have given a for loop, right? So this loop, what it is, one by one until unless this 6 it not comes, till that time it will execute continuously. Okay. So how this is we know means internally it will run the value, final value it will store here, right? So by if you see other than 6, then yes, I can say this is something is wrong. If I see 1 or 2, this is also I can say something wrong. But if I get exactly 6 value, the output is, then yes, my query internally, it is iterating. Otherwise, this virtual store, how will it will store the value? Correct. That is what. Okay, let me execute the query, the procedure. Hmm. Something it is failed. Let me see. What is it is saying? Equal. Actually, I have given equal, right? That is not. Mm, this is that is one thing. And I'm thinking here default. This is correct only, but let's see. I hope it's Syntax error, line number 6, line number 13. 1. Okay, where 13. Okay. Input in, let me check the syntax. Hmm. For I in 1 to iterate limit. You can give like this, right? 1 dot dot 2. Hmm. Okay, let me see. 1 to 6, I'll give like this, huh? Because it is giving error on exactly that line. Hmm. Okay, fine. This is executed. Now I have to see 1 to 6. In PLSQL, if you give 1 dot dot 6, it will work actually in PLSQL. Hmm. Now let me execute this call. Still, I have not stored in the dummy table. Okay, just I want to show you the result here. Hmm. You see the value we got the 6. See, internally it got read the value one by one and store this here. Now I will execute my insert statement. In this table, I will insert how you see now. Okay. Hmm. Insert into, okay, table. Hmm. Okay. And in this ID values colon to read the colon and virtual store. You need to assign like this. Hmm. Okay. And a semicolon. Let's see whether it will work or not. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so colon is to read the virtual this dynamic variable. Okay, to store this, we need to give colon. Okay, to reference actually. Hmm. Kind of you are storing the value. Okay, you see. Okay, maximum value returned here. And now I have to see whether really data get inserted in this table or not. Right, that I have to see. Successfully the data got inserted in this table. See, this is how the for loop it will work. Yesterday, I was confused little bit. I could not able to explain properly. I hope now you got a clear understanding. Anyone, any questions? Now, what I will do, same, okay, same procedure. Hmm, I will pass the parameters now. Okay, just see how I will pass the parameters. This is my procedure. Generate, what I will do, just I'll give shortcut. Generate sequence NBR, huh? NBR with parameters. With parameters. I'll give param like this. And here min value enter comma max value enter. I'm passing these two variables, and here I will pass here where I am keeping the minimum value, where I am keeping the maximum value. Okay, and now I will execute this one. Okay, I'll store this. Now you see what I will do actually. Okay, procedure got successfully executed. My in this table already, okay, in this table, I have a till 6, right? Hmm? In this table, Till 6 I have. Now I will generate from 7 to 10. Okay. I will generate 7 to 10. Now see how I will give. Already I till 6 I have, right? Now what I will do, call procedure 7 comma 10 I will give. Means what? So 7 is the minimum value, 10 is the maximum value. From 7 to it will run again. Correct? So let's see whether my understanding is correct or not. Okay. 4 got inserted. Now let's see the data so that we can see whether according to our understanding, our script is working or not. Let's. Okay. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Array, why we have again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? What happened? Actually, we have given, okay, actually our understanding is to run from 6 to 7, correct? Then what happened actually? Why we have this was not generated? Hmm? What happened? I have given same old my procedure. Huh? No, is it? I have passed the value, right? Here, which one I have executed? This one only I have executed, right? Default is 0. Okay. Virtual store, it will come 0 here and plus 1. Okay. But here, why 7 I have given minimum value, but why it ran like this? Hmm? Okay, what I will do, here I'll give a 6. Hmm? Now let's see. Because I already given till 6 we have already, right? By default, I'll take 6. 6 plus 1. Okay. Oh shit. I have given a wrong actually. I have to give here this input value. Okay. Here. Because I have given my input value here. I need to give input value. Why? Because when it reads, right, 6, it should read from here. Correct. Default is 0. Default is 0. And virtual store what I have given here. Let me see what value it will print actually. Now let me see. I will give 6 again, 6. So this minimum value, it comes 6, it should come here. And a 6 plus 0, 6. Okay. No, 7 we have given, right? 7. 7 plus 0, 7. And again 8. Okay. That is the problem. What will happen if I give like this? It will store 7. Again 8 it will come. 7 plus 8, 16. Let me see this whether it will get the same result or not. Now this query executed. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, see, total it got executed 34. Okay, fine. Now we need to see what happened to the data. 7, see, 15, 24, 35, 34. See, because the value it has read the properly value. Okay, here I have given 7, right? 7, actually the value how it should read is input value, it got read at 7 first time because 7 I have given. 0 plus 7, it's stored under 7. How it is readed, I'll show you in Excel. What I have done here is If this call disconnected, okay, I'm not going to extend the call. Okay, again we will discuss tomorrow only. For loop, I want to explain clearly with the examples. So that is what my intention today. So now what I have given 1 and 10, correct? Already how I have given here hmm, virtual value I have given here hmm, equal to again this virtual shit, okay, equal to, and this virtual, okay, it will not take like this, leave it. Okay, this one input value plus I have taken this virtual. So these two I have taken, correct, plus. So what is happening? Huh? Why it was not shown? I'll copy this one. Okay, so now what is happened? So first time it went here 7 and plus 0. Okay, 7 plus 0. The value how much you will get 7 only, right? The 7 it was stored here. Hmm? 7 it was stored here, and it got inserted the 7 into a table. That is fine. Now 8 you will get because input value you have taken. 7 is closed, 8 it came, and 8 plus your input value how much you have already here in the store, because virtual also you are summing, right? 7. So total how much? 15. 15 got printed again. After 15 this value stored here, hmm, right? And after 8 what value you will get? 9. 9 plus 15 again. 9 plus 15 how much? 24.